dia pop rapper. I went to for radio. Tune in. Obeba onyumbae. Obeba weliaji. Obeka wasenpae. Obetu fubae. Bamasu, yeah. Obeba onyumbae. Obeba weliaji. Obeka wasenpae. Obetu fubae. Bamasu, so pass some Daniel to some more. I'm going to for radio. Tune in, Bamasu. So pass some Daniel to some more. I'm going to for radio. Tune in, Bamasu. You make this required to be inside. Bamasu, yes, super. I'm going. You make this required to know it is there. Bamasu, yes, super. I'm going. Achibabo kao, fire chief kao, Prince Bombardier kao, Ejana Kasa Papa Smiley. Achibabo kao, fire chief kao, Prince Bombardier kao, Ejana Kasa Papa Smiley. Papa Smiley bebo nyumpa, Bamasu. Obebo nyumpa mweni ajiba, Bamasu. Obeka wasempa mwe futupa, Bamasu. Obemu wajimpa dia pop rapper. I'm going to for radio. Tune in, Bamasu. Monday to Friday, 3 to 7 p.m. Papa Smiley, one on call.
24 Radio.
Tuesday, the 22nd of September 2020, and approximately 21 minutes gone past 1500 hours. We're still British summer time. Here we are live on our 24 radio, our Brabopa radio, as well as our 24 radio GH, with a very unique, exceptional, and beautiful program designed simply to figure out what we have to be doing in our own corners, in our own ways, to deliver the very beautiful Ghana that we want. Around here, we have come to the understanding that yes, we are the change that we call forth every now and then. So it is just incumbent upon all of us to make sure we play our part in the national team, not the Blasters, in the national team, so that we'll be able to have that Ghana that we want. So the best of all ways to enjoy every bit of the action is to do away with all your political party clothes. That is to say, you disregard your secondary identities for now, and you operate from your primary identity. But if you choose not to disregard your secondary identity, but you still want to operate from that angle, be reminded that the weight of your secondary identity is in the extent to which it is able to promote the primary identity. It is not wrong. I wouldn't put it that way. It is not wrong for you to support or to see yourself belonging to the secondary identity, but it will be highly inappropriate if whatever secondary identity that you operate from is not promoting the primary identity. And that is why we make it very easy on ourselves to do away with all our political party clothes. And that very beautiful design led for us by Madame Theodosia Oko becomes what we clothe ourselves with. Not just that, we have to make sure every bit of us also goes on to buttress the fact that certainly we are seeing ourselves first as Ghanaians before members of whatever smaller group we may have back in Ghana. If you are able to do this, I bet you every bit of the action will be so exciting to you. You wouldn't be feeling any anguish. You wouldn't feel so much pain within you. But if you feel that pain within you, that is to tell you something needs to change within you as well. To this effect, I would humbly welcome you once again to Bamaso. And just ronko kasi mudo ana metuma sam pempensu ya yedui na ye ebnada September de toso aduonu mienu ohwe brano so a na omiensa aba apa ho sima aduonu ennan we ye British summertime na kire say ye digana anim 1 hour aha a 24 radio Abrabopa radio ana a 24 radio GH jumedie ya tudin Bamaso ye hiem wa ha yento ato nyina no very simple. And they say you very kwan ye betumi afa ye man no afa ntoma pefra eno ano no enti efri sam pempen so ya akoi no ahobrase ne die kwan so menim se ye wo ye ba wiase a we grew into so many identities ye wo ye ba wiase a ye nyini into asemu ashenso de identities bibre na de Africa baby a will be able to nchi mu odin de ma wate na de ewum ene se wa hwe ni ya na ore kofi de na wo tie kane ansa na oko fa identity fufuro bia ayedebe ato ho so nze kane no esipan nze emra na ewie JSS na yeko secondary schools no etoda obetimi we wie JSS na wako secondary school no nse bia obekọ secondary school bia be friend say bia top of the range na bia adamfo bia say wentimi antwa correct bia saa no na bia wako secondary school fufuro bi obafia in fact na tesi say eyo say o no school na o koninti no ono no de na o kono wo form inti na akọ say your level of association with him no kra na akọ ne hu bibi e wo hono enye no nko a owu hono a wo ma ne religion o di echi no ma ne support and I say ne interaction with people in other forms of religion no ya na no so ya debe ho etochima kakra we nyina ekire say a secondary identities no and getting in the way, forgetting the fact that we are first of all human beings. And in the context of what we are doing around here in Ghana no and you can say bibia etwintwan your primary identity and so and say obimpo ana odi amanyoku bi achi ana utimi hunu se ade we de enya ade a mo my Ghana ekonanim se nipa no ohunu ho kane se oyamanyo ku ni ansa na oye Ghana ni na eno nkyere se wonso womodian na wonso bu nanim animtia na emom pekwan bi so ne Kenya sa nyansa na ewo ni mu na ada no na won hunu se dabi amanyoku no ebeto wo my Ghana ebeto wo my Ghana enti bibia ni a ewosa amanyoku no ye debe ehwehwe o my Ghana ekanko that's all na ade ba ko wo se hu ene se ye wo wiase no ya na mpanyimfo ka say there is nothing new under the sun ya adwene sa asem no hu yie papa adwene hu yie if we say there is nothing new under the sun. Na me wo ha na me dwendwen ho say see wo akola so inim say all things being equal or na say all other things being equal abofra no obewia obenante obewia 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 obegina no anante no otumirika ye stages nkakra ya bomodia me kai me se ye tobi ma wa eyina ya do dua ya carpenter fu no mu de chini uso mo na ja odi sua nante ne nkakra yenim say the ability to walk no it is right within abofra no emom no ye guide no nkakra na waye de be otimi agina na afi watimi ayedebe anante esanze nimsa abofra na betimi anante ntino that is how we go about the training nkakra kakra sa so na se opese omu obi ehu adwenkese ewonimu ada eno so nkakra ene wo so ode ye be ode ye se wo kira abofra nante na wo ye ke obua wa hia abofra no beti ada wo beda kra won nante kra bio na emom sa abotre na wunya ede ekire abofra no kakra ma ode nante no sa nso na se opese o kire obi adwen kese bi a wo wa hunu se ono ne de na ye de be ada na nyane na ɛwɔ sɛ ɔyɛ deɛ bɛyɛ onyane no. That is all. Ne nyinaa ɛno no. Enti sɛ obi ana ɛyɛ ne secondary identity empo no ama ne nhwɛ ne primary identity a ɛwɔ sɛ onya abotre ɛde ma no. So nya abotre. Na pɛ means bi a obetimi ɛde akenya adwenkɛseɛ na ɛwɔ ne mu na ɔno nso ayɛ deɛ bɛyɛ abɛhu deɛ wo nso ayɛ deɛ bɛyɛ wahu no fɛfɛɛfɛ kama ɛba ne saa ɛhɔ ana wɔn sɛ ɔkra baako ɛnya adwensa kyerɛ hee abɔfoɔ mpempempempempempempempempempem na wɔn ani agye ɛyɛ allegorical saa ne teɛ nti sɛ ɔkra baako ɛbɛhu saa adwenkɛseɛ na ɛda ne mu na anigyeɛ ɛna ɛyɛ deɛ bɛyɛ ɛna ɛba na wonim yɛwɔ so many approaches many people have been using to draw the attention of people to that greatness, that adrenkesi ewo. Now you see, when you have that strong knowing, say there's nothing new under the sun. Let's just say, hey, I didn't wunimu nemu dana da. Ewo kwan a wo fa so draw obi attention to adwenkɛse a wo wabehu no ana sɛ wo yɛ wadwen sɛ wonni kro no nso yɛ ignorant a ɛno nso ewo kwan a wo fa so na wo yɛ deɛ bɛy wo de wadwen wo sɛ wo na wo de bibi ɛyɛ deɛ bɛy ekudue onni kro no mu daabi abɔfra no nyɛ na ade nante ne kohye ne mu nante ne wo ne mu na emom wo na wo yɛ deɛ bɛy wo boa no amana yɛ deɛ bɛy eyi apie enti obi a wo pese o kire ne bibia no bibia no ewo yemu everything now within na mom as to how we will be able to bring it out no eno ya na eya asem enti that guidance no ana wo obua amasa wo ni kro no aidebe eyi what is already within him ye be ase already coded with that awesomeness, intelligence, whatever you want to call it. So beautiful. The aka decoding. Decoding. You can call it guidance. No ana aka said me that beauty. Eddie. Ama ewiase nyina enya so mfaso kama. Enti se waba ede di kan ya ana se oni ya na ya bo adwuma ya all this while ene ye beto decoding ne so ye beto decoding ne so nse ya metaka me se erianum bi wo ho no mo a in fact said ye omo awesomeness no adache no yehia more time ansa no aye de be what deal with them e means wo ho no mo a omo de ahyase ana ye de be enyane nti ya na enche sisi ana aye de be na ani no ate kama enti obia ene ne yare abe wo so obia no ne how obi wo ho ha ne how no spiritual sensem obi nso wo ho no mo a physical obi nso wo ho no mo a ne how no psychological so financial so de wo ho ana obi nso de no social so obia de be obia ne ho aduro kama enti se wo ba na se wo hu so obi yade no ewo baby fufura emare ho emane how bebre na ewo so nso hu no se wo nso wo how no ebia na baby a wo how no ho no enye saa ana baby oni kro no nso how no ye de be ewo enti de ewo so hu ene se said your opinion kase bia kan no say the wise that cannot tolerate the fool is also a fool. And you may feel you are wise within an area of life, but you may not be able to tolerate the fool, okay, for argument's sake, of someone in that same area. But meanwhile, you may equally also be a fool in another area of your life. And if you cannot tolerate someone, you feel you are wise, and you cannot tolerate someone else who may be a fool, you are equally a fool. And let's learn to tolerate each other at any point in time. It's say we all have the same right to life. We all have the same right to life. The air that is breathing you is the same air that is breathing the supposed person you think is a fool, is stupid, whatever name that you want to call it. The same earth that is supporting you is supporting that same person you may feel say, oh yeah, stupid, or you're ignorant, or what have you. And it is the same fires that is transmuting and changing us every now and then. The same water that is purifying us. They said, you have no higher right to life than any other person, and therefore calls you to treat yourself and everyone around you with that respect needed going forward. Enti yeba hadia adwuma pa na yeba ye wo ye ho. Na say adwuma no, it demands a lot. It demands a lot. For you to be able to work on yourself, no, it demands a lot before you be able to even help other people to awaken to their awesomeness. And it's out here ni said the Dr. Zazadentu and nam yen santemuni ana doc edini birthday. Say ya ma memendan, obviously ya ma memenda kwesiara ya ma jwada and also ya ma intino say and then no ya ma Dr. birthday krana a belated happy birthday. And Sauti ni said the belated birthday, madam. Eti ni dia na say Papa Smiley. Mijina a 24 radio anam ana misa tunchia kese die mu api pa me de ma wo. Som kwate. Som na enedai said the die no yento akwantu no so e. Nkakra. What de nkada. Ye kwan ya ye betimi afa ama ye ma Ghana afa ntuma pefra. Netintini ni tete mu nyina eno no. Ye ba kwa akutie nyumba akwa ba. Na ye ba ensem especially as we approach election period, obviously obehunu say ensem akese ekoso ewo ye ma Ghana mu. Now we're talking about the science behind some of the promises various candidates are giving us. The promises are still coming in. The promises, they are still coming in. You may say you don't see any science behind these promises, but because we still have a stakeholding position in these political parties, whatever the case may be in Internal, we will still have to continue educating ourselves. I'll say church them every now and then. Said the beya, you animals were almost or my dream can see any be adano. They will awaken to what we have also come to know. They may catch me. They are metaka de bia and said the biano. There is good in whatever decision someone may take, right? But we don't want to settle for just the good. We want the greater good. And that is why we need to know the science behind the decisions that they make. And for them to say just for argument's sake, right? Let's say we have some pieces of corn, okay? Yeah, a brew kakrebu honum. Na they decided there be famma ye enya de be enni enne, okay. All right. Edienti anamon famma ye ni, okay. There be yen famma ye ni enne yenchire yem kom kakra. Esan say e brew no dia aka no enya dia edosu bi asa no ye de man disisia na emme yen kra enti yenchire yem kom kakra yenu aburo no bia boso me be sem yensansi antem no aburo no ye de aburo ba kopekra ahye fom a ebefifi aye bebre enti no eba ne sa we will have enough in a short possible time to feed all. Let's just say ye tiase ekoye nkasemu kakra and then let's just say the science behind some of the decisions they take. And maybe we will delve into some of the new promises that we've been hearing. Promises in India. Also apostle na obusebusa some probing questions. So you'll be able to at least say when ya only kra will make you promises no kra na you'll be able to figure out some of the little things or the signs, some of the pros and cons of whatever decision someone may have taken it as say it's going to be an appropriate one for our dear nation Ghana. Yenkotie nyun ba komra na enyumi yede ko akoma doctors as adentu the latest tune from Diana Hamilton was it Adum your friend Grace Dr. Jingo was it Adum and one in Grace no meaning said no ana I did Dr. Edru Sampem Pensui and one soon AD doctor nim kind edenako baby biara was a doctor ekukudru bia enti Adum Diana Hamilton yeba to uncle Modiano so Medino Yansana why and one Papa Smiley. Stay with us. It was just yeah.
I don't look like what I have been through. You've turned my pit into a well. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, Wadum. I've been through a lot, but grace sustained me. My test is now a testimony. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, Wadum. It was you, my lawyer in that courtroom. It was you, my soldier on that battlefield. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, Wadum. Lord, the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum.
We are radio, and this is our 24 radio.
Lord, the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum, Wadum. Who has changed my story? Who has given me a song? Turned my mourning into dancing. It is you and just your grace. You have changed my story. Protocol breaker, you made a way. You turned my mourning into dancing. It is you and just your grace. Could not have made it without you. Could not have sailed through without you. Your loving kindness, grace and mercy brought me through. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace. Adum. Could not have made it without you. Hey, could not have sailed through without you. Papa, your loving kindness and grace and mercies brought me through. So the essence of my praise is all centered on your grace. Adum.
Ene yakabia fine. Oman say be you senior you or mindful ebra na ebechre. That day we find other possible means just to awaken you to that divine truth. A divine truth because there's nothing beyond that. Say obedia to me say oman be ya ye bra ye born e ebechre. It is divine truth. It normally be you saying you and you use and a baby. And you use and a baby. Yana was ye debe. Yes, I did no man fan into my efra. Indeed, your body ya nature say, Juma was ye. And then never say we come here to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. Young Kwa Humanus way. Na yema fire chief. And aba ntem kakra fa ye mark ni fu ye ma na kwa aba ye mfa dwumadi ne enhye so kama and the fire
and the baba
and the fire
and the baba
and the fire chief
and the baba's money
obana we get
good and what
me too good to pa enensi aba so na minim and yeah, what Brad Boris, the new regulations are or they about Corona Hunsenzemi. Said I say virtually I say yes I call lockdown
may I side the lend me Sadiq someone can say London the on fact the same thing Amara because again here kona umpesa diri emergency mwansana ayarash on fania na ya bono ndu e kafi nsu ka ho
eh
person kafi gana etika we say e bia basa yesi na interior ministry no mo de curfew ato se obi ankoda.
That's right.
Na e ku dita ne mbese soja fo be fa chi abebo ku na chi na mo soja fo obi ana okrum obi ana that's it we soja we police same na we bu kire se ade ntia na ku dita curfew so unique in association with Kudita and say na can and tell me a baby the addition to the phone omu say we no and omu guide na we no and omu say
that said okay that was the science behind Kudita you know curfew me boy
and say the paboni ni sorry omu say we papa try no pam no and this idea obi anya dey
obi ankoda
na anti protection na is a insis kaka client says o me say ma so ja police for pay na AP to protect adenso asa na enam so can you baby so kafi o say no do
say fire say we say on say uhwe ni ya ohun enye say obi kodi bone na emom saa interactions no so
ɛno ɛhɔ na meba no ɛhɔ na meba no papa other 2/3 or 1/4 of the population they engage their activities today in the night. And this is samre na anajo ena nipa eda no nipa nyina eda no ewi ahia sesa ena nima bi ho anajo ne ye no samre what do you say business bebre ho anajo ena mustako bu niema what do you say indeed bele curfew it means you are killing those companies indeed that's why bibia ube isubia ese oti ade na ase why you are using that weapon or strategy or tool and say oti say curfew no uma so apanyan na o de koto so what do you say inti I don't know mayor no whether is going to issue a special pass for those who engage in night activities. I answer their phone. I don't know, say you are with me. The whole thing I made person be chance here. Because don't forget that nurses go to work night. And my culture said some companies do a lot of companies, TNT, FedEx, Sainsbury's. Mention those companies you know.
Fire, say curfew we say no. One can say go ana. What say? Pubs, bars, and restaurants to close at 10 p.m. And you know, oh yeah, Nessa. So with Marco Juma.
David, TNA. Where your reference are not Oma said these things should stop, but a cover. Into that, I said, and them say unless you extend it, sometimes you're in a limited. Into na some of the policy in Bempomo Parliament. Now Parliament be so. One say, okay, say curfew 10. What do you mean? Anything I mean, we jogging kakapo ham. Because answer the law will be limited and you bring confusion into the society. What you say? Indeed, Papa, one say here, science and so on. You need to know so. And so didn't pay him. What I say? So what? I don't know. Say CNN news, what in now much here?
And no for the Corona Yahoo.
I say, Yangopan say science and 2 money per inti. I'm saying how much said 3. AGB bar room. Yes, I better drop a drama poop for Christians only.
Sir?
I had the news.
Na and you on my man on Christians Biana.
I don't know. But now, who baby as well when you that?
He said, "They say, oh, now can't you know? Angel, dear, some maybe I'm a catcher, say, Angel, dear.
Even everyone say, even people still go to the church and pray. And one young lady, oh, Papa, religion is a very powerful thing. Where look go, abaya, come on, Papa. Was it the units are sent to a friendly fire? I mean, in purpose disappointment too. What's about family this time? Into the manner. There's no fair. Let's speak on so. We need this sign. There's no need this sign. Was what come up? Nam say. Only my mentors are there and the idea. Oh, Opa, we need mopper. No, we need mopper. Was a moment of one prayer. Then them say, and I will call so. Or say, oh, me start first year now. I'm say, sir. Inti this year where we school no, who boss empire na idea. Also say coronavirus. And I say it mean a solution. Also say ubo ho ban. Na ebi ankam. I'm saying the solution.
Hmm.
I think Bobon Pan when solution. No, so Nyamya be through the prayers no more born. Nyamya be. I'm sister. Many mammy boomful. I'm very nice person.
Hmm.
Coronavirus aba. My bomb 6 months. Who's in Nyamya be? Before my wounded, Omo Yabosom for mana. There be. At this point in time, back we investing. Help your cruise. Mun trans. Mun fa solution mara. Na munya say uko bompa ye. Then because in today time na akwa aduma.
Asemu fire.
Every we say me pese me ye other sarcastic as people call me. I'm today time na akwa aduma. Also tell you man dey be do 8 dependent. I don't get it. What's that matching? But be attention to the so how do you manage also say yeah the clock Baba in the these and many more my God so if we share now I'm not born commoner to extend say now every Friday beer or faka according to a no from Accra Kumasi a come up.
Wow.
Now about Juma so about be about 10, 11 or more bus. We're so to take it, you know. I'm saying to who call a baron a wooya. Now I'm in a coon and I bonsam a coon. But hey, I'm beside simple question. Ufi in kind, echo Kumasako bompa here for a God who cannot listen to you when you're in a crowd. That is not a God. Papa Smile, don't let me preach you.
Answer fire.
Say, Yaku Bombu Kumasi. Now, think kind, echo bompa here. Was it? And then po any Jerusalem about move. But no could say, oh, Jerusalem. No, to be fit in kind. A crocasium, can you? A full bus. A kokumasi. A kobompaye. That God is dead. What says no God? No, shouldn't be fast war. Indeed, Mekaya, Mamma say, why chilled? And he want to urge you again. I'm saying, Barbara. Now, everybody say, internet technology. It means God is limited. Without technology, and can there be other kukumas? Yes, and God is limited. While limiting and coupon. I come in Gua. Pastor is coming to you, no. Bobuano. Now, I'm finished now. Fakoyan could there be adoy one of the homes. Who say gates will open. Your heart will be joyful. Say gate to me say you be a people who say one day it was when you just I'll be helping these people. And no, Yami, be chill about Tunquim. Since over fact, walk top was it? And yes, or Mr. Bast, no. Because that is a special bass or modifying kind.
Very cool, Kumasi.
And according to no, poverty, a very serious thing. Today, as I'm speaking, people are going to from Accra to Kumasi, or say from Cape Coast to Kumasi, just to go and mop. Me can't mop and also and kind of service. But no go mop. Well, in the religion, irrespective of people education, make them still stupid.
Hey, to what's it? Said almost.
This is a very members make any more.
Now, fire out.
Religion, Papa, this young lady, if it in kind. Overgot Basil, what's not Basil? And what to another, what to a just to go and pray for an hour. It doesn't make sense. Oh, indeed. I don't know. And I don't say, also my can say, Corona is going to change things. But still, people are not still using their head. They are using their heart. And then maybe say, in the you offering, or was it? Or almost 30 there. na non-denomination and then before na every day na de why na sorry just off on the omu but omu answer mu come answer omu ni offering but so we so to F time it is a wo tin an go pan sem as there na what do it
I see oh maybe nim say e ba ye no oh na amanfo etimi to ne wristband na sefo so
oh na would na dey we na that na on kan kire
oh mock pa dey no oh say na me hu say amanfo ya ombo mpa na ahomache kura se you so na me kire nti no amanfo bom mpa pa
na ahomache na sebi mama odi na we answer so bom mpa ya say me dey aware ku ne baba. As a matter of fact, I don't know about you, but me, I have a pipe because pipe need to be especially how much. Now my chance. But don't buy, you know, I'm not going to buy nothing.
Nah, fire.
People are trying to make money out of others.
Who they are children?
Now, a moment they will say God. They know there's an inner man. He will respond. Then manipulate. If I'm a straw, when you bang, and I'll because of so much, I'm on pay. Obey. And just you. Dear.
What all count you? Meet you.
Papa, dear, no, you're powerful. Our village say. So here, dear. So you're not joke. That is from 12 going. Get close to the cemetery and get naked and start to pray. Almost say about some. People were doing it in my village. Once a man for question, I'll come bumpire. Almost say about some Pentecost for and on the goose are in. Now, also sorry how much. Inti untumi story anytime umpire anytime be apart from much. When him say most of the advanced countries were more fighting Muslims for that noise making no more how much yeah. I say here baby omanya method omode ye saa omko how much. Well, now and modern day also sorry how much. Mr. Ebiso say your banwa how are you going to do that? Say okwa adwuma anopa say wo bia Chelsea ni London petemu a amount for train no ye how are you going to do that? Next be Oxford am I Oxford on the enye woko all night and okwa adwuma na okodae what is the unity and okwa labor union for the way because who are responsibility. Say work all night, Barbara, Trefi. Barbara, you may say, yeah, Juma. Until we did labor union, why contribution, yeah, more. I know back at your time say, Aggie. Say, who will call a Juma? It's now call night, Friday. About what's it? What's that? Bruni, man, that's all resist. What's this? Oh, plenty. I'm going to do it. Lines, or mommy, I do more long lances. I'm going to name or mommy, I give him because we are responsible. And indeed, come on, to map a different word. And no man who's also pa a call ready. Got brilliant and come who was supposed to make patient. No saying, Tio, and so call prayers not bad. Man could pump one man here, Jones. There be one will be a you could train in war a dufa, so mayonnaise. What I mean, tell me, have anyone gone to a dufa for nursing training? Now, could put to be a man in your nest. Bompire mount, patience, no, almost here, umpire bar, or more facility. They will call in a priest to come around. And it's psychological, and medical. Well, I know many. Insanity or call in friendly bill means cause doors because my the truth sometimes is offensive. What kind of could be now a play ibinum. I say we can ibinum cocoa a pro. Mimbo minjio. But it doesn't make sense.
Na fire uti.
Yay.
On say near maybe I did share yasino so. No, I can't be ana ama ya dwene said is dwene say no. Esan say adie bia nyame betumi aye bia no wo ye dada. Right? Na unya santi ase we say adie nyame betumi aye bia no wo ye dada. Ɛhɔ no na unya santi ase ne say onyankopɔn no wa say radio station no. Right? Na ono de 24 hours or broadcasting, right? Enti o dia also ye ne say obepe eye radio bi so na we tune into station na nyankopon ye de be or broadcasting no for you to have that experience of God, right? Na se wadwen ye o say o bompa ye de akosesa nyankopon adwene dia ene ne che say o de a cake thinking of who God is and idea be and adwuma but say unya santi ase ne say de nyame betumi aye bia no o ye dada dia ene na de wo so ya ne say ti say ti ya wa hai no say enya akonifo radio nko na broadcast right Joy FM wo ho Peace FM wo ho Asempa ene nasefo omu nyina ye de be wo ho but they say you want to have the experience of what is happening in A24 radio no you tune into what A24 radio in the sonya santi ase no you fine tune yourself to be able to experience the wonderment of God as simple as that na me de menti ase mu sese no say ye kase empaibo a so empaibo is to do with more of what you hear from God than you tell God. Right? Is an say, and the over can't be an answer. I just say, name direction I obeti say, oh, ko tune in, ko hase, faha, now bet me tune into this frequency no. And no, and never boam idea be what me experience that wonderment of God that you want to experience. And the empire bono yeah, can't want some empire no. Fine. Empire de who here, but me no, me empire no, more to do with what I hear from God more than what I say to God. Because nya de me call catch na e be sesa na dwene. E sesa na dwene kura de na je se ne no when you omnipotent me wa. Na COVID ho nsensem ya ye kan se we de ye de be fam. So yeah, the firm na bobo aba or say and they say I can't challenges are UK facing right say of a crime in him say still an obey no aba we say what are the challenges in UK today, what are the challenges in Ghana today, and in hindsight what is your assessment of Ghana's approach to COVID-19? In hindsight, what is your assessment on Ghana's approach to COVID-19? And I said, basically, what has Ghana done differently? Western world, into me, still, they are struggling with COVID-19. Fire, boy, and Komaka Krana, Yamaya Wafa Kofi Chumberman, so Aquaba. Why?
Baba, you're off about the Manamra.
Okay. All right. So one check crowd. So nimza.
And Baba Manamra betcha.
Okay. All right then. And yeah, Yama Yofa Kofi Chumberma Aquaba. Opening guess here. Aquaba.
Me Joshua Brew.
Good.
Papa, me Yamunina, me Matisse, Elijah, or Michiano Papa, Nebuchadnezzar for Academy, will be a Uchi, be a Michel, will be a
Piaggio so far. Now, offer Ghana to say
Ghana, next Tuesday, a cool weather, a very lovely It's a little cloudy, windy, a little bit of sunshine, not biting hot sunshine, but just very nice, very breezy. I'm saying you at all, baby. From fire. It's very nice. Very nice.
I see. They said, yeah, Mamu say, Ghana, a Joe Pa, Nyadia, or Bashisia cry, because, you see, cry sense, you say, no, Boris Kasa, and was I me, I'm running much, I say, one crowd, or much, I say, come in October, ye call October, you know. Oh, they are saying, say, there is a possibility that about 200 people are going to die every day from COVID. So, you say, fierce, no, ya kosurubium, right? Me share said the AC create our family shows are over buses. I say Ghana Joe pa.
Oh, I said what they say a teacher, and you might be a common sense approach. Common sense now. Nyamis will go in his own image. Will be our common sense. Timmy who will be one year common sense. Kalana, a yam in one. One, the kind. Yarian a global issue. Be about or my BM. Now, steady. A 1 more year. Juma hospitals are who do in Yanano. Yadi by ye. So here the data not available. No. A be or baby, and also a nipper wono. Not a walk countries are a year cold. No. A honor, a page no course. Meaning, say, virus will survive a cold temperatures. So, Europe, China, United States, Canada, all but any what tropical world, the teacher Ghana, your friends say, your bank equator. Those temperatures are one ultimately survive. Yeah, death rate so far. You need 300 a week. Ghana. 270 BB. Abra in UK, Spain, Italy, US there. Now on a daily basis, it is about 500, 600, 700 to be in 1 day. Abra from March, the 6 months. A nipa won total death. You register 300 278. Common sensically, me doctor. Let's actually say you have a safer 10 say cold. Temperate areas, and I mean, so in fear media. Who's a department do a WNP, Yana, woman department percentages, one more underlying causes, be a high blood pressure, diabetes, asthma, woman over 70, 80 years. I fall sharply in that bracket. Me is 72. I mean, so we are vulnerable health wise. So, now we are more gradually headed into the winter. Normally, on the normal, we say about twice a cry and Sunday, but say, given the conditions we are seeing, COVID, enemy age, we are vulnerable, 70 plus, and yet common sensical. If I have to fly into London, that doesn't be a fool, be a stupid. And to be common sense, tells me, say, and yet safe for me to fly into. I'd love to come, Abu Tree. I left London 20th of November last year. Why wouldn't it normally come about 2 times gravy? But given the conditions, common sense with them, you will be, and I apply this with my age. That's 70 right. Plus, and you're wise and you're common sense. Can say, me call. Come on, and get some banner. April, May, the whole world, not airport to be able to shut down. So see, I be airport and also we are headed into the cold temperatures.
Over na over nankaya over for checkups kakra. So
oh yes, send you by the time I say early detection is key. And the second car will drive it every now and again. That's all the car will be MOT. Now I'm a car in there. And yes, I see my GP, check my blood pressure, nema urine, and I'm quite age there. Yana GP, a doctor's number, your friend said, colon cancer screening. Oh, a compulsory, after your boy a flu jab. We also see an GP, the letter Brem says, semi bubble flu jab. After last time I was there, my year, I the push to envelope brain. Now, your friend says, Sebi, you tell you now, you call your pass it, your bow now. na yate yade swipe will be any small piece near that type paper. You should be a sealing neatly near poster call office. No, ma test it. The stool no, me excreta no, or ma test it to find if there is any colon cancer developing, because what we start is the next say if you pay 70 years and above, you're vulnerable with a colon cancer. And the BB also early detection a key.
A keeper.
A very good in terms of the Samo. Yeah, who they are not spread it. I don't see a internal neck or other that it could be papa. And Jimmy might be a barco last year with the brain. They call the toilet take a class paper so much. After 2 weeks, results of my name is safe. Not be anymore. But I think on a yearly basis. I think this year so beside and this year so mini hoy. Tima change. I don't know. Cold weather no abrase kakra. I'm looking possibly as best towards the end of March. Somebody be a cold biting cold na above from April na we have kakra. Yeah, most likely. We are taking that one, yeah. Return ticket, every Finland by November. Said that home and renew British Airways. My booking is for possibly about the 30th of March, 2021.
Okay.
Most likely time where my person flying into London. See, for now, the common sense in it, let me say, I do not have to come into London. Cold weather, common sense, the age and the rise of the second wave of COVID, frightening. I have to stay.
That's right.
And now you do any contumely, dawa, nina, a boy, beautiful, fighting, a building a new system. So, and until yes, question, and yet likely submitting about UK, CIA, no.
Na nzi ofa ze no wa pom din ahwehwe mu no ya utimi ye Ghana hostel na se wo twen na ba wa be ye ni nyina wa
me buy from November the who baby anya me ya me okay nti here say me ye bibia till say me na me ya don na next year March April no me be draw and I'll see my doctor bibia anya me dance smoothly sorry me didi kama sabi me passing is too me to some kama bibia me team me ya who baby anya me ya me okay say on the weekend it will be very busy. I'm on a political campaign. I was Saturday and Sunday be a very political activity because radio station be no suko kasai me boss Jacobo say boy and so and on Sunday and so I had a breakfast meeting. We are working until yana ibinu ba radio cast independent phone kana yana I don't know why. I don't know. Everything is on Facebook streaming. So one consider when you go there, we are seeing also Facebook so nipa wa access that info who dey ekoso it is what try be na obi kasa won tie nka ya na me ntiase problem but obi o choose say that is how they want to throw that propaganda out and yet right. Okay. It's not right.
I see. You offer you bedo ase
thank you.
Wa pom ni de binim say ehia wo pa
ehia me papa they say kwa na me dia me pese me chance check kakra my injury time there by injury time me bomb me ho pai pa say me ya say ya dey second wave esa by ha me pa da bia me coordinate no so you say UK babusuafo me nua me nanfofo nyina ego na yare sa bebe ha me papa
I see. Na offer. One say, who do you see? Yeah, na I don't know. Say unless say, Saturday down say na yeah, oba, we said that baba year routine checkups, right? Then say, who so who you go and son why there be waba. Yeah, I think that's 6 months. Be an oba, neja. Wabeshe up. And then I make us say, yes, be a make us all yaris is here and now over quack. Akɔhwɛ ho yare but to aso yes o checkups no Ghana na say o twɛn na wa ba be
me because enye major say you know say on COVID in buy nti say me ne me mado ne me nuanom nyina kasa time bi say me buy kra nanka the priority any COVID patients enye me so me nye COVID patients nti me ba kra nanka ma me even GP kra na say virtual nya dia they speak to you on phone who GP because who say prescription with them here they just do the prescription on internet. They forward it to my nearest pharmacy. I go there and collect it. And me buy Krananka, whatever I've been doing previously, meeting yet because COVID, I take over. I ended the top priority for all medical facilities, hospitals, GP, everywhere. And your COVID, you say here. So while you can self-medicate, you can take care of yourself. And just normally to check my BP, which I can do anywhere, or I can check. Me, I can machine be so I check my blood pressure daily, every 3 days. My talk at any equipment in the check sphygmometer, you'll be.
Okay.
Why are better to get a second opinion? We call hospital so. Now say about 3 months ago, me no lamp will be about me nose so. Mammy they call hospital, Sacramento Community Hospital, so anymore.
That's right.
Me call her doctor and here. Me can't say I'm not happy with it. Into one check, mammy. Oh yeah, no see and you be trapped for TME surgery. Hey, what would you miss out? Yeah, you Ghana for kind of 20 million, which is 2,000 new Ghana cedis.
That's right.
Just to cut a piece of lump will be I want me so. We'll tell you or the mom is a fan call Ghana Standards Board Opanglo near University of Ghana where encourage pathology and I'm going pathology reports. One may examine here, say be a cancer cell being a grower between a year. The call on so almost 200 cities for that pathology report of the skin now you check free nose reported by name negative. Now you cyst, almost friend cyst. And you're cancerous. Again, my one surgery or heart.
I see.
So come on, for I give me 20 million cities. 20 million.
I'm the Mawa now the coy.
What the Mamian and the coy? What can say? One more bit to be a call. Then also bearing care, another extra cost, set transportation. And the Miana me call it. Standard board pathologist to her. We examine it and switch a key 4 days. Now there was no cancer in the skin now, which I assist. Maybe again, that's it. Na cost to them say, hey, Ghana say medical bills enough for more. 2,000. Just say, and yet me pension, you know, me work. How many people are being just comfortably to pay 20 million? You pay a bit to and yadia a dozen.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
Some percentage of me crazy.
I said they also said there's been some health improvement in Ghana so far, me boy.
That's right. That's correct.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that is correct.
Beautiful. Because say the health wise and the obitimenya wa abrochire no obitimenya do Ghana
but at a cost, you see. Yeah program say we are used to say agreement here or that National Health Service. I say the piano, you have to dip your hand in your pocket. So say resources and buoyant and say they are much
Beautiful.
They are not me okay. I make sure
only have insurance.
Me dear ewu, and anyone for your honor, the health insurance do not cover. I mean, for me, for just paracetamol and painkiller, I'm not. I don't see the problem. They say, there is no facility anywhere, and there's no directory. Yeah, say even to go and do your renewal. That's government agencies. That's nothing. Whatever. Meaning, baby. It might be very difficult to go through all that headache. I forget about it and just pay as a private patient. I've got the resources. I pay for it, and that's it. Me need time. So I mean, who the benefit? I mean, free health insurance. It will not benefit me. For the headache I may go through. Because I never did my two sky now as a private patient. Now I get my service and get out. Your card maybe I expire, but I mean baby and there's no directly yet. So Koha, this is the office. You don't know. There's nothing. Education be anywhere because seriously nothing is working in the country. Everything you are banging your head in the wall. So you be this will be you see. So that is one big problem. Yeah. Say buy more. We education. never pee, identifiable. So I'm a team. So, this is the service you get. This is the service. So, say, they just will be a name, Robert Wakato say, be a coha. Otherwise, in Yadia, we not directly be a Musan, who be said, oh, read this number, cranny, I can't show Sahana, this agency. You don't know. It's a problem.
All right. You, fire our question be an answer. Fire. You, say, na offer. Said wow, say a health no health delivery no acronym kakra no. Producer A was say, how will you translate health improvements to government agenda on health delivery, and what can independent candidate do differently?
Oh yeah, in fact, it will be a huge improvement of what is existing at the moment.
Okay.
And that crime, the whole of Ghana, your health infrastructure in Ghana collapsing because all the nurses are on strike. One more allowance is BCKB abiding to ya. They've let every year just about 2 hours ago. I do FM 12 o'clock midday news. Or baby, northern region town be refi. Walk drew her nurse back crazy ho. It you send the time would do. And the other patients, female patients, Emma and Mammy and Sans and you or mucha girl, pregnant woman, you try who she are. Woman Toma, a teacher woman, and 1 year back with the same form, and our banner at Simiana, just a baby no buy. The woman is a baby and mother, what they are surviving. Be a tragedy, BNC. But that is what is happening. The whole country, necessarily on strike, Sikasem. Also, you want a banner, what is your say? Vote for Nana Kufa for more, for Nana to do more. To do what more? What more? Hospitals now are collapsing. So, what by your promises? Gather your TC Castle, see your bread. Not to Tomami, I mean, by 6 or buy it straight away. Appoint 123 useless ministers will be out in V8 car and deputies be at the government bungalow. Will be nurses will be a nursing training college 2-3 years. Waba allowance support cap repeat tax before more mono. And if you have been 123, yeah, first will be any so. I think, Master, yeah, independent. We are working very, very hard. You 3 years in Yamin so boy. Now Ghana for see a brow or my brain see no more tweet ya MPP and DC. Yeah, be exactly opposite. It's a revolution. Because we are not going to employ 123 minutes.
Now, offer. So, Kasa, so, admit the health delivery, there's been some improvement. And it's all Kasa for more to do more. Send yes, how good I admit here and officer or to us you become one.
Master, I know the correct. Maybe the I'm say a reflect a crab or side. Health delivery, no, I good. Show that I good. Diana a Papa Noah. You have to dip your hand in your pocket. What is Mr. Elijah Mensa Busa said, we need national health insurance. Sabi 60-year operation I'm quite a 20 million. National health insurance do not cover. Obian your problem will be no call any hospital no. I just walk up as a scanner. The deeper piece in Yajuma. It will say, oh, dear, you walk up to be at status. Say you be a growth to air cancer. Over the years, what it start there's no growth. Anywhere 5 years now, when you that growth, cancer cell, not the Nimia who are just before. So who was scanned there? You don't need me now. You scan make me a tia. So they jump straight to and yes, any party don't need me to mean himself. Any what would need any party don't have the means because cost of living are very high. Standard of living so you're very expensive. Many people are not working. One more year university crowd. A move 100,000. Now we have a call NAPCO. You're more 706. Meaning that we could legally require 100,000 more to fear for the past 5, 6, 7 years. Woman, it's one more young co university. It's woman now, woman no Trambo, near petition, woman no. That's the future of Canada, the young population, they have no jobs.
I see.
They have no other petition, woman no. It's by the time we'll be 40, 50 years. Let us 1 year to matter. So, right. But we'll be about 5 or 40 years, 50, 60, 10, 20 years, what about retirement? The pension, a better 100 cities. All right,
and the overtime summit, Metuasi, yeah. To say the okay no ope proper health delivery o sabe can be Ghana but any covered under the
at a cost
any covered under the NHIS no and you know
Nancy 2 weeks ago small boy be or trust our BEC examination na say we a kidney patient who's a kidney failure and serious thing and say no and that's how health na fireman e busalo it has not come it's a major your friend say operation SSA akola no nim nyina ahonhoro the body was retaining water enti adum FM akola so the parents Ghana who say hia no there it's across board nipa do no a hia for wo mo frame say western region go baby enti maame no akola no maame akola no ntimi antro kodi na ni nyina akata ahonhoro na ni nyina is swollen the nase pagya when we keep new failure we liver we say we body no retain water ensure we no nyina na ntimi ba pass out we say kidney na sorry ensure fluid bia so the body is retaining all the water enti adum FM news and you be reading news no and we hear appeal say yes remo akola wadi 17-18 year wa yare pa a life threatening enti BEC examination ya tro ntimi trobi na surgery ya obeye wo kolebu no so ye bebe no the skase oh na enkofo enka o makoba kola no photo e ba ayi no so go bi ehunu e enkofo tweet the last of kan no so obenya say 40 something thousand Ghana cedis let us say sky door so kakra e betimi enti o kolebu hospital ya bobo injection ya mema ni nuru a sebe ne bo odin ama na nimu ahonhon no nyina no the body is excreting all the fluid that I retain in the body. No, ama na the woman catch at all say woman di if I be able to call buchi and akoye I'm say major surgery be other 2 kidneys in your feeling maybe a transplant so and you see a huge expensive a very scabby baby that's a health no so when you be heart attack it does not cover you when this guy you die
and offer let's say mobile extended national insurance no coverage in meboa
you pay food from amina cover serious illnesses papa
I see
what cover ama ayi because yes 120 ministers in me V8 be no you waste job for the boys to scan to
I see na offer my plan not to order that na I'll bet my boy area ni bia mobile na I extend to and I say mobile sana mahu
oh Debbie I don't know a strategy and yet as someone else said that man no Debbie I would do baby now dear make me can say you better a fast you better a complete overhaul because a healthy nation is a wealthy nation. You say Ghana we are on life support and a sick country, sick economically, sick health-wise, sick mental. Nothing is working. Oh, people are driving like mad. So, and some BB and from Saturday to Monday, car accidents are driver what is here and we are petty. Wabu. Your police is only busy to collect 10 cedis from the driver. No amount of call. Not everything is a failed state.
No offer. Say now say strategy woman hu. Say oh beton dey amaye. Onso me hu detail of ade a beton amaye. Nti better net it me de wachi hu say ade na opese oye maye ni say na beboa ye.
Yo, ni nyina de meka ne say ye beye ni ye ate de wo ho sisi no. Che say enwuma bi a ye say sika wo ho bibi to say S gracia. Ye be ye ho adwuma pa. Sa service ye be ye wo S gracia no. Ye de be health. Medical catch say a healthy nation, when people are in good health, they live longer. Look at lifespan. People are living into their 90s. Ghana had here, baby, are gone too soon. 26, 34. When people see me, say 72, say, hey, what they marvel. People's lifespan are very short. So, I know I'm trying to 72. Second year, so when you're 72, quite a batia. Nipa 72 be they look weak. Be no kutapoma de nema. So, and until your health infrastructure no better than it is now. Far better than it is now.
I see. Answer
because me who dey this schedule talk car. Just fill the tank. Now you're so air conditioned. And you waste just the amount of waste organ I waste pa. Can say a school and health. Again, a healthy. When people are healthy, the country is also wealthy. Because when you are holding, and you not say I do. Not young people in our woman, they are not well, they are sick, they are not eating well because ultimately afford a diamia. You want diani cry, Udia, to be what dream. The diani specific and diani and no dear a developable brains. Nina, a yes, can you know, if you part of Europe, and yet I want to be and to be. So, I
now, offer, and said, yeah, who can you know, right? Untimi my details, Sibia, Matnasi, who say, mobile, sa yari we say, Mobama, fancy, a year national insurance and Akoba, but all the wakano straight away say, in general, say mobile de bay. Mobile okay yate ya de be kwa adwendwem ana wo kan say
there be oti e ba cho jira
ho say ya ka
jira ho kakra bi
okay all right
to e bi na obi si be ka bi ye wo manifesto a ye tro e be ba out after the 5th of October ye file your nomination papers e pass through easier wo be hu enema pii ya e be ye ya e be boa oban no and number 2 so bibia has to be costed. As I said, oh, me say one village, one dam. Abra, cost to be able. Yeah, the cost to make car. We say a healthy nation is a wealthy nation. You must spend this capi in the health infrastructure. Health, you make this capi a free waste. You have the health infrastructure of the nation. A lot of money will be spent in the health infrastructure of the nation. As against, you have 100 ministers. I wouldn't first walk. Yeah, one would be sanitation minister, gutters organ and you're still. I feel bad and ball. Mosquitoes are breathing. Just as a minister, what you pay, what VAT, you're filling the tank, air conditioning, government bungalow, S gracia, and you're complete waste and see if you says scanning and the barber said hospital and room. Nurses now cost the says scanning every 2 nurses in the car. So areas may be one, you be free.
All right, and where you home as gracia mobile will be trim. Yes, sir.
You better get what you want to see about it. The best is a never be brave. You set baby a common sense approach, and yet this wicked and selfish approach is no. Yep, and you said we are going to work largely on reforming the constitution. Independent government will be a MPP and the they will have a national policy, national agenda. Will be about UK, Germany, the American. We are Republican Party or Democratic Party. I give you why and your party there, and you're for the nation. Once you're about you're a dream or mine, you're a dream party, you're a dream Ghana ever your first. And yet, MPP are now NDC. At the moment, one more party, NPP, and the NDC. So, I don't know. That narrative have to change.
All right. Okay. All right. Thank you. And Sana, you best call fire. So maybe a quick one. No. Are you aware of any particular beer or amamumwa you would have to only discover only when you come into power now?
Because before I the president he down what would take us as one extreme and a lazy man's approach Kufuor can be Kufuor can be what be about what Atamos can be maybe a young Baba Yunu cancer so who can be crying that's all but I'll be guna one guy said maybe a Kufuor dia would dear what catch Professor Mills said if the economy is bad, fix it. At the end said, no, we are one thing. No, we need now. You don't make noise about it. No excuses. What you have to about the amount we can. Yeah, the amount. So set up and fix it. Remember, can't say, let me name. No, anymore. They say, you are on the hot seat. So fix it. That is how big family. Go, Ghana is a country of talkatives. Most of the time, we are talking rubbish. Maybe one as independent, meaning the moment many to me, we read Jubilee House, papers. I'm not coming to sit on radio and make I just have to set up and fix whatever I've seen. Fix it, full stop. That's my answer.
I see.
I should shut up and fix it.
All right.
Me na metiaku na kese so. Me kase na mi na me wa bonti. Because Kufuor Kirby, Atamos Kirby, a Kufuor Kirby. Sabi me nisa in se so and what was the biaba excuses. I moment must sit on the hot seat, you know. I should shut up and fix all the mess.
Okay. But undeniably, you know, when you get to know some of the things that you only find out when you go into power now, there's a possibility to say a best party manifesto maybe.
And yes, significant. No. The party interest, the national interest, you know, and the significant, and yet party interest. No.
On say the entire me busasa and say imagine say and I say assuming say there is one thing that you guys are so keen on doing when you come into power, but when you come into power and you realize say circumstances does not favor whatever that you have thought of doing.
Many ways of killing a cat.
Many ways of killing a cat. Okay, all right.
Killing a cat. It will be solved. Yeah, you find a way. Many ways of killing a cat. There are more than one way of killing the same cat. Okay. Many ways.
All right. You, yeah, that's a very offer coffee. Now, fire. Fire. And the fire chief. Oh.
Baba.
Of our boy and Como, or question me. I mean, so of our boy and Como, or question me, Busana. What?
Anka. Atama, any question about Anka? I think to and come back to.
Okay, all right. Cut to me, uncle.
Papa, I won't say Anka last year now, Ubisami offer. Say what are they going to do differently? Now say on can and committee because all kind and people for baby all kind and people baby now almost they acquire manifesto. Papa say what hear me?
Who dey near tie pa cause na na oben wa fidie ne kakra. Why?
Samre ya wo mi. Papa Samre ya wo mi. MPP for almost do manifesto about health. Bibia on be no. Almost dey aba. And this sponsor the omo diaba okada omo diaba enti say obi sa me offer na ontimi nya nwoma bia refe say kwa asem ye nkrofo edi ye ba ye de ani a papa na ohun say asem a me kan last week no anya bosem ka smaller parties no especially independent for no wo mo ni nyina so omo de kwatu nkrofo nanim say ade we ne ba ye be ye fa na message. It can be soft, it can be radical. All that they have is that MPP, enye, NDC, enye. Na enye, the idea and how the microphone will be or indeed. Makacha say football, a lineup, a good guide into governance. Omo bobo na nkoyi coach no wo yi obi a wo nya space wo just here. Ya man red card. Oh, you no do be sha name. Ayansa na tie.
Pepe.
Enti wo say omo health you know. Me no ya me gitum. Ndi na mbisa no. Ndi na maka o hadada. Say health insurance na nothing. Wo hwe nkofo mu about 20 years ago a sin ene. Ndi nothing. The doctors have been complaining. A whole district me be kan me fee Ghana by and Bekan, Axim district. Abafuna Musi hospital see ho. Theater say, no be Axim. Doctor and sort of takrade, and obey Juma. No so could have insurance, does it make sense to you? No. In the health system now, Ghana, and yet more of a cannot cry. That is one thing I like about this man, or cannot cry. But 30, 20, 50 years ago, there are private hospitals. Kumasi in crime. Takrade. Cape Coast. Ubotom ye dia. Kai. Humbeto. The same thing. There are some people in Ghana, they are living better. They say more of brabo obo Ghana no. Esin obi otebro chiri. Me nua me di na chi. Life for only di wo Ghana no. Okay, so metna bojo o ma. Others. But I don't work as son ye the concept. Go for ketu abi na de say me wofo. Nkofo ketu abi na de say me brother. Now, they don't have that access to go to hospital. Those hospitals they come. I disabled private is what says here. Call me Kabe. Oko say me me ya dentist. If I 2 years. Ubotomi ya enen kwa obenya dentist me bo akasa me bo. Abrochiri am no ka say. Call me Kiba ya hospitals ni GPA you know. People were seeing GPs. So our private health insurance who need now bottom ed say chairman Kokua. Bet me go private hospital doctor. Nansaya enu 3 weeks. You man say 3 weeks ni. Nigeria for rent jet. Eko Nigeria. Who osika? Almost 6,000 mama can't tell. Abi obaso ko Ghana. Anga man akofa bi ofo no de car ko. 6,000. Na me fire. Who say 6,000? Bet me akọ. Bintumi nko. Indi maka. What you say? Indi eno no ye ngofo ketu e pedo do kasa. Na ade ni as far as I'm aware no. Who be stand me offer. If you go for Jacob buses here, omuni say baomia tape na ya na me de ma omontimi so ya na tape wa me am de akoma account. Omo bi say baomia say, "What say ne ndisi for ye?" Enye they had now be catch alternative. Answer no the money. Our government will not be friends and family. Our government will not be doing so. This is not alternative. You are just recycling or oppositing what is happening to us. Any alternative. In the best way, no offer. Montrasi. Na mumpe message bia or alternative. Mubeye amagana for. One says ya no offer jatum say Ghanaians are not so wicked. On the dynamic kind. On one say Adum FM, Abrantie bi akoda oyare. On my appeal, Ghana fo. Anya Ivorians. Ade no to mo akoma so a. Nti na me de ye ya no offer anti ase. Obekwa kurase. Obi ase oniska. Yeso obi wu obonso ne hu sika ni bi no asori. Ade na to na akoma so obeye. In this assembly, Ghana for they will just contribute and do whatever you are asking them. But okay, almost say, Nana Kufuad, Onyadi, nti, they are now be. Tell them, it will be fully fair. Feel 1 bedroom. You don't know, and I can't last 4 years. No, you don't know whether they are going to give you 2 bedrooms or the same bedroom. Says yes, oh, bedroom where they are yet fewer. Obakono man that bedroom. Sana me of an person me Ghana. Church the Ghana for say, ye you want 1 bedroom. At the marco 2 bedroom flat. Tell us. Me who independent for no. Obatine basic chemistry. Obatine basic say. No some bazabas. Nja I say. You never fitted into those 2 blocks. You now want to rebel or create another channel. And people don't want that. They want real solutions. It's not about the criticism. Once more for them waka. What's a talk? In this like I don't make kind want people want about 4 years or 8 years, I was presidential candidate. And what are the solutions to our problems? Say Ukra, even 5 solutions are Ubenya Ghana buying Edine. Akufo-Addo onya 50+1. Me say independent candidate be just 5 solutions to our problem. Akufo-Addo onya 50%. Mahama onya 50%. They don't have it. Well, indeed, I desire a normal day any person who around the globe or more no. Ebia na ekoso. And that is not what we need. Real solutions. Real solutions. Me of us here when nya kwanya. Once I met my committee, you know. Almost 5 solutions to our problem.
Fire, and there was it after October 5th, no? Oh, and on bell launch it.
That be our company of the aquarium on October 5th. Now, do you know number of people who are going to vote? And now Kasawa don't FM so I mean, don't get the electorate wrong. Okasawa don't FM so and just what do the county of Ghana. I don't FM no Kasas. Well, And then first one year BBC 2, BBC 1 pono. A proliferation of media. And into even what Carter or Joy FM. So I guess my cousin Joy FM into what that be those even radio stations, they are being controlled by these two masters. You know it. If you don't know it, then I don't know the type of politics you are doing. Radio station now, I'm control. Inti, I say, who created different things. Master, ebeko. Without even rely on this bought-in radio stations. More for him. Joy, oh yeah, on the last 4 years, the last 6 years, no. Me start to operating her. And I'm a bought paper, we are not saying labor there. More of him. If you don't know these fundamentals, you are not in politics. You are an activist. A lot of people are activists, but they claim to be politicians. And that come back church who is an activist. Well, an activist, no, obey to me, I cannot be so come aside, you know, I am sitting on your politician. These are basic things. Even who your Ghana campaigns is here, who name Adam FM, who is behind it? Who name Joy FM, who is behind it? Live FM, we know who name the what I say.
Okay, all right.
Best, was when you had your said, I have on some radio. Obiaba, no, maybe I know about what I say. Obian twin to it. Oh, but US media houses are being controlled by worker parties. More of a name. One name pa. Acting name. Oh, Angelo name. Oh, be away into politics. You should know this. Britain ha. My bias analysis where ha. Into far newspaper or ha. What kind of story we are? Far away. What's a different version of it's because where you labor for people. Where you conservative people. Over. Ode. Mama no to them say asama fire can no cry and no cry.
Okay, all right then.
Oh, Baba Mali, Mr. Independent, Mr. Mofa. Who said Mofa? I don't know Nakumaso. Now the boys are playing games with him. Last 3 weeks, number Katre say, Omokwako boom. Me maka. So my who say independent for they ran behind Joy there. Agronomudi. Oh, say Maka show me no credit. Me incident or papa. No credit means no credit. Ma who say omu nyina omo nyina Joy and asempa on the trim. Maka so message tie ye. Ono and asempa on the trim. And you have tested the thing. Inti ono no onim how you play certain things. Munya mun kamum and obi amfa no one message aye powerful. Amon fa nko. Wo fa no kra wo mu ne ba akopɛ. In elections like football, somebody can make a mistake. No wa gye no wa hye. And just say, wash a bass enti, woman yard, but a mistake can come. Into the election. But Sebasa, any Stoke City, there be Mercantima, no fenim. Bassa, need least, Boboa, Obian say, Bassa never winning. Sana election way at it. But Ebiana Mercy, we're breaking camp. And the when any day, not least if we're question. In the Sana identity, what Ghanaians are expecting from you guys? If you want to be faithful to our people, say we're really together. Now, I 10% or 5% from this election. And yes, sir, Mumbai key makers. And the health policy that you think is not good, you tell them, say, man, yes, I did, and about two side. Remember, 2 countries are sad in a cedar. Back on any Japan. In a space of, I think, 6 months, or change our mindset 3 in Japan. I see that. Because smaller groups, more formal coalition. I have said, yes, I can't you. No much one vote. Now banning the form. Vote on going to pine as some coalition for. Indeed, sir, and a gunner for. Memo be a any bresse. Thinking and number 2020 or president. And ye cannot catch them one. Mama mumu boom fu. But understand where you are. And it is very, very important. So at this point in time, all that we can do, a victory and celebration, my and say, yeah, my MPP in call, yeah, my NDC in call, without we telling them what they should do. It has happened around the globe, in France, in Britain, in Japan, any from you. Oh, indeed, someone just asked some way as here. More had Ghana for what to our name people are winning you. What to our name this year winning you. Then you come the next 4 years, the same thing. Mr. Papa Manwato. When you say any more home, and after me fire, me muadi, and I'm a hard drink, no correct. I understand the philosophy of our election. More about me in the vote. Hey, more about I know the some they say in private now. I apologize because vote time me one. And you vote kitwa. We are constituent partner. Me fire. Some now kind of Mr.
All right. You thank you very much, Fire Chief. A24 radio ana wasugusu ono bama so dwumadie ana etwago sampempensue dwumadie etwago abrabapa radio ana A24 radio GH. Pomodin say you subscribe to our YouTube channel A24 radio /TV and I say over like your Facebook page, you know, A24 radio /TV. Said yeah, you'll be notified of all the things that we put on these social media handles. Until uko YouTube A24 radio /TV and then you subscribe and uko Facebook unso A24 radio /TV. No idea no like it. You click Adomano said yeah. Hey, Jumedi and yadi see swa a call Facebook and I say YouTube you will be notified so you wouldn't miss a thing. Sounds na Jumedia a trego over the time past ninano, you'll be able to have the chance to listen to them once again at YouTube and Facebook A24 radio /TV. Inti channel so na subscribe to the YouTube channel and also like the Facebook page as well. Yanko ya ofa ko fichu mbarima eswe yentie ne response kakra or what them fire right after that no ya call Prince the Bombardier and so ofa ko fi.
Yes sir.
Yo
me pacho sir fireman.
Okay.
What really is his problem? Makase wo pusi bi busa say Ghana different. Said, yeah, we are preparing our manifesto. Your timetable. And that's what nobody does that. Makato said after the 5th of October. It's like 5th of October. We are coming out with our manifesto. And this is your fireman said content Makato give you your timetable. I'm just telling. So really, I can't understand your thinking. I don't understand you. I'm giving you the way we do things in our independent projects. What's what makes your idea plan so? And it's today the 5th of October. No, we are working with timelines, and you are not coming to push me to change whatever we have decided. You will not succeed. You can make as much noise as possible. You will not change anything. You have to wait, be patient, wait for your timelines here. That is number one. Number two, you still continue to make so much noise. Fireman, I'm addressing you. Now, you make too much noise about nothing. Wouldn't need the amount of work, especially the last weekend you don't know, you don't have an idea. When you ask me, I'll tell you. Now, so you sit down, you imagine so many things, and you're baseless, and you're great. Saturday, there was a big debate between Jacob Osayabo and Yamiga on TV3. One of the biggest things, and he said, when you're aware, who need what we are doing. So I don't know whether you live in this world or not. And you're on Facebook streaming. If you are on Facebook streaming, everybody is doing that. We are working, we are doing a lot of things. For 3 hours, there was a debate on television between Kofi Krantin, Jacob Osayabo, Bridget, representing PPP, Dr. Idu Batino, Hassan Yariga. A good debate. We discussed so many things. On Saturday, the same Saturday, 6 p.m., me and Kasanso, I was on Asempa FM for 1 hour, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Mikasai. Yesterday, I do Monday, Kwame Nkrumah's birthday, Kofi Quarantine, independent. One also was on this time here, 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock. He was on Asempa FM. Nina fireman, Onim, what big can now, what they're aware. What the transfer also need the independence. The independent aspirants are working. You don't know what is going on in Ghana. And then 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Kofi Quarantine again was on Adom FM, burning issue for 2 hours. Things are happening. Saturday, I sent 3 of my lieutenants to fly from Accra by plane into Tamale and then to Bimbela to go and do some work. Fire. I think all kind of places right now. When I'm giving you from Saturday to now, the amount of work, maximum Tamale to Bimbela and what, you're not aware of it. What also wouldn't be independent for you? Please, that you better check your facts before you come on air. Please, you make too much noise about nothing. You make too much noise. And your propaganda, you stop it. You better stop it. I'm telling you, stop it. You make that be out the casa. We are working. We are working.
All right.
What do you need the independent for the year? We are doing a lot of work.
Okay.
All right. A lot of work is happening on the ground. Yeah, we need. Yo. At Mobiani, at Moboni, a Dipapi, won't go out to it. Now, your manifesto is coming after the 5th of October.
Okay.
And yet you want me to come and tell you about the manifesto today. Why should I do that?
Now, offer.
Why you do that? Why should I have to do that?
Offer.
Yes, sir.
Mami Musa wo said you will see canning and I say it's like said you musia moniema as independent, you know. No one can question you, maybe. Or we shouldn't question anything about how you do your things. Say, they say no, say October.
Maybe.
Say October 5th, and a mobile launch my manifesto, maybe.
Yes.
Okay. And no one can question as to why it should be October 5th and not now. No one can do that, right?
No. Fireman, one question. When you say you need to be what point you say we have nothing to say, which is not fair. Why should anybody speak like that? Say independent for you need. I mean, seriously, that's a very arrogant statement. Very, very completely unacceptable, and it's an insult to the intelligence of all of us. When we know we are working flat out, now we want people to condemn all of us. We don't have anything to say.
Okay.
No. This is right. Nobody talks like that.
All right.
You are fond of making such unnecessary statements. Very, very bad.
Okay.
Why you say independent vote? We don't have anything. You need to be Oh my goodness.
All right. Over. Said also October 5th. So, ain't no. You're trying October 5th, no. Meji anaminibi. One who day. Internet. You're trying October 5th, no. Na yahwe. Said the name ABC Ako Kama. But one thing that he also spoke about the rally behind one person for the elections. If that is not happening now, I'm saying, and also Okanwasem Kakra Kama. Anyway, Emwa Homiso na Yema Prince the Bombardier and so Akwaba. One also more in Kakra. Right after that, you know. Funding the change that we want to know. We will call on a big man achievable on Abbey or my assignment on family. Come, near him. Bombardier. Oh, Prince the baby. Anyway. So where
Baba, I mean, my president,
okay, all right. Prince. Okay, all right.
I'm used to this. Now, he's going to retire Jacob Osayabwa. Sanya, Mr. Kitiosen, Mekaya, 1 year, since you are retired in Dumino. 80 say Utia, where a free advice. The also so Bianca Sasa, and that is why I'm unique. And these are the people you need. That is what the lazy years want to hear. But when you're lazy, you have to take some of these things because on the say, man, I don't intend to go into government, but I understand how government runs and operates. It would tell you someone because you're unique. Yanya bola and a quanchen and yanya buduzo. As a macatron, we are here 2020 and or just December. Yakotoba December. Also made the first of October. Which part of the world this happened? Bizarre offer. Okatirawa. We that's it.
Yo, fire. Thank you very much. And yeah, Bombardier. Somewhere. Na yanko. Some yanko. Aha. Bombardier.
Yeah, me chamo.
Ya Joso pa, ya Joso. Na sounds somewhere there.
Me hoya pa de benada intimida ti kwabna. Kwabna po. Kene mechia. Kwabna mel. In your opinion, Greensboro, kwabna pa. Na machia. Minya kwabna Egmont. Ono so Hamburg, original burgers, no. Edin burger, no. If we Hamburg, omuna inkanena, ombagana, yewa phenomenal. Omu trousers, no. Prane base 6 years. Na ekusi, one should call it makusi in the chest and nebo, and in the waist in the kakra. Na ne pabwan so Santiago, and no cross ashu, no, no, you between the two a milk, no. Original. And the likes of George Darkon, the king of Beggar High Life, or Neil Lidiudu, one of my favorite musicians of all time. The likes of Chasamwa, Nadad Lumas, Lumba Brothers, Honya, Kugu Germany, Omude, Sa, Beggar High Life in the Baye, Yenya Kitchenia, Yenya, Mafro, Dompa, in Sumune, to Mobeban, Nachasama, so didn't get by Sisa Suban, and tea. Mechia Kabneg Motomus Abetwas with generations be called generations and Swaba. Ghana Font da Sugu Hamburg, a Bisugu Berlin. In Tiana, I have not idea now, or say Yadena Miasi, Meda was a Mati, a Jachumuka, fire team so or a German and soon say on so or ye ready. Non so Abayan dear, a just a tenikache or Martinica for some formula chamo. Now, Papa, net meaning said more car about independent, then I'm more can have said. Ejumanity na me ko in na mitis papa ka independent assembly na e na da pass one
okay yeah shasi so say you for buy no na me busa no say no covid ho nsensemi nti no say na otaba brochire kakra so oba be na go how oba be hwe nimpom nti we were just talking about the health delivery in our country. Well, I admit it say health delivery no ebi wo Ghana the minimum it comes at a cost, right? Na ochere say omo de omo ba Jacob say yeboa, and possibly if it should happen say independent candidates are to rally behind him or whichever way it goes omo ba they are going to make the good that is already there not better, and say one way or the other no womo ewo eniso who say national health insurance which does not cover so many illnesses more than some extended coverage, right? But it went further. We asking a little bit detail as to the particular kind of diseases per se national insurance in a bit my cover among many other things. But I don't know what I say on manifesto no dear after filing and a manifesto no be into the honey who the costing the details of whatever they want to offer Ghanaians. Into they say no you name the more ton assistance now. Into no October 5th no we will know what they are selling and then we will decide if we want to buy whatever they are selling. But for now they can also do the pedestrian in seminar telling us what is not good and what is not good and fine. But the details need there and yet we should wait October 5th. And then na fire should I say that be October 5th there say we actually kakra or any timeline now. But they often so should I say almost no they are working with their timeline or more timetable on the anyway or more de a year ejuma kama these among many other things and an year can wasem or ye debe oba ebeto ye no.
Yo me da say bebeda ejachuma say ono so kanena yemu bi aye pessimistic in bad who say I gone from this idea me an kasa me di me tutu from the mu say independent kind so money abre papa as so we share the number of radio interviews money debates omo papa me an kasa me follow na say kromo ye ba kwa say coffee quarantine wo ho joy Jacob say bo ho na Madam Bridget ono so yin for PPP Parkway Indian Party na I think say Dr. Yarega so hono so je say enkofo so di chi papa be nwa na utiti the offer mount say enkofo are ready say omema independence no chance for the 6 NDC na bipi no mo say yanhwe ya sa ne be ya kaso ye ni alternative mention na your alternatives wo enti ebi mu ADH pa ohwe debate na no crime radio kakra say na omuma fantastic ideas pa ti sisi na agency bia omo on but me hu say sisi no o makeka ho pa na say Jacob say nyame bo October 5 no de ne beba and ye be man sa kwan if after all NDC MPP say nansi na omo de eba enti de no maka bia na mogu until say manifesto na ba enti say yetime ma MPP na this chance and they want manifesto ba bibia enche say or say independent candidates in the show almost say October 5 especially Jacob say boa or say yehwe papa me ba
Yo Bombardier oso oba fire ho and the fire ofa so ka bibi on
na me dey me nua Bombardier me ma no mo say an dream pa now junior mudo or follow events on the ground in Ghana ya obi just would nim independent ye wo ba no abeki kan sem wen hia obi tu tia buti America what follow bibia on Facebook ye yo adwuma din aye yo enti you see anybody be I'm so when we said that but just to come and make noise that's all fireman not din nyina minim wire won't me follow said you Prince Bob Connecticut far away England dia a Ghana fire dia course you know also ni ni bibia we be to America which is 4 times what me follow weekend the work we are doing so fireman what said that and now we are completely ignorant on dia course oba no a man kill itself relevant that be
all right
Mr. Adiano Otiasia
okay all right
follow ya for be and the correct adjumantia Beni Jacob here Kofi Kwanti su ye wo munim
okay
wonu ko aso wonim die
yo over Mate over home so na wase me I think say mema Bombardier wi a me ko fire so na watu ne bo ase achechire mu what exactly he demands or he requires of the independent candidates this very moment you know ma Bombardier and then we can take it gradually from him why and Bombardier yanko
enti no me no say my share independent candidates nyina but me no suggest me de member say for now no say committee a Kofi Quarantine ne Marek ne yina committee enye dey for the sake of course from now to October dey ebi kwa sha say 4 years kwa no enye easy it for the sake of say so nyina say dey all part dey ma so kotoko dey ndi na because so nyina part dey abikoya ma Ghana dey and then for just this particular 2020 dey na komumfa omaho dey ntai Jacob say bo chief for now because the time can say papa Jacob say bo no wako 2012 wako 2016 since ko Ghana obo year JOY I dey say nipa ni say Joy FM and I say Jacob say bo because wodin kan ye no even though say the impact no na low at least no onya some figures there but at least in terms of say when the no among the independent candidates in there met make say Jacob say bo met me suggest Jacob say bo and ko be there edim because platforms kwa me wono wo ka independent candidate na and as mo ka alternative no obiabo Jacob say bo o mo Kofi Marek and ebia even though say bia other candidates they might have some ebia better policy or something but for now the in terms of the immediate met make say Jacob say bo and a war on the ground utumi say o ko ha na no cry ba 100,000 cities a year so much ko onu cry ba out e be ka ono Obeka ya 2012-2016, he was the only person that wouldn't file in the forms in KBN even the big guys. Park with him na problem once I was chilling crown almost a competition here that day. It only the forms in there with me for over to my fellow crowd black day or me in the crowd. 800 times it is so kind. Or since the second coin free a bedroom revenue, no, you can pay 1 million. 1 for year a year drug barons, so Nico came for no, and as you say, no, you beton a year a presence in Amomo, and to say, and to work out amateurs will be at Mintia, other candidates or Moka, Bibiafa, Sanoman, intermediate to meaning the for now and a day. So Metia or Moma 20 to Nomofa, say Nipa 5 independent candidates said, they be all he can. Yemfa or Mofa Hendertav in Kutia, a year filing fee, Nomofa, the Sikana can and Quay can pay, and to say Bia from 2024, so we near and then there's one, even Omudukana. Said the other independent candidates, a bit more different key rules or me play. That is that time, non Copobi Homi. It's by 2024, no. Or one can say, be as I said, you be rotation, yeah, let's be a copy American never go, so copy quarantine, say one never go, no. But for now, me who other independent candidates be as I say, no, and Copo, and then Copo say Jacob or say, on to say, be a man who say, copy quarantine, your Marco Quada place, but this year, no. Platforms was a big platform, but some other platform, Nipper was a Bobe 500. And I'm one and I Akufado Diano, and Akufado Gurus, Kufum now, or Munya, Obia can independent alternative. Jomukai, Jacob or say a boy, and Omotaka, because almost almost say you independent candidate or say or 2012 Intino, but more other candidates aiding. It may say at least no foundation, no saying can Jacob say, but no call one assistant at least what Makunin in terms of year publicity, no. Ade so papa Ghana so a popular vote in the network the wagidin any nimu na ye kwhwe ballot papers so dey akoto abanama no enti na de mekan but memo mo our cadence as black say it me for some certain china or manifesto number no teacher for some can be there be or say manifesto cause NDC NPP or mo na tra be mo kwa ye twen e ma mo can dey also mo kenyina ansa na mo ye manifesto enti ye independent o metima ka bibi Sisia name no October 5th ni ba no so mu release official manifesto na no ne ebe ko papa mo because we share NPP ni dizina omo kafa agriculture omo kafa banking sector omo kafa can say other sectors and nanu ya the great Danlate ba the party Great Consolidated People's Party no omo so I launch omo party as is omo yi Danlate ne ban say onye flag bearer na we share enomo nso de gu kwam a o say no memienu energy and agriculture on the basin so o say on the basin the demonstration one of the two solar one of the two ometi university for energy on mobile ebe solar cause we share we are see Ghana you need the only country enjoy about 23 and half I can say hours of sunlight Ghana was sunlight for or say yes solar panels na you bet me the mark communities no near you in kwase for no and I say be towns name class and ye for national grid no near mom solar no now it may use power na ebenya no in research and reserve no near their common industry and also Canada and there are so many alternatives makajo say ye nyina ko to abatia NDC enya the NDC better power and I know ye to abatia NDC what is NDC war power person it to MPP in 92 96 no omamba power and it's a Ghana for be just over independent and yet there's no way say you better about independent they win was still an MPP in this member that baby 1979 Victor Owusu Popular Front Party on Liman Ekoye no o win first round second round na Liman etane so ye ka say chinchina say Victor Owusu una win first round baby sa yenye sa etiye na adeni ewo ye ho se mi de maka se Ghana for doing say NPP ni NDC yen na de bia mu su dia na dia alternatives adanu crime about 36 political parties in register minus the independent candidates in kwa you were so many alternatives so and he say enye de oye popular na say de ye to about 5 million man na 4 million say 5 million ye Ghana for ye to about no say ye direct 4 million no e call the alternatives are omo na be president ni ehu de e koso and you know I'm waiting patiently say Meti Joy a manifesto no October whatever date in October no na yen straight my pipe mu in the chronological order and for now me who say other TV stations ni radio stations mati ase o who say ampa enye ni senior people ko anti so mumma platform 2 the independent candidates maka say even 2 weeks ago omo a hot debate Bridget of Madam Bridget on the former Miss Ghana, I think 1991 no also represent PPP I can represent on the LPG party and I say APC party and join so and a copy quarantine so fantastic debate ama Ghana for alternatives are meeting the acquired adwendwemu and I believe say this election the major independent candidates no omo votes no BB free NDC ni MPP akọ omo said ye to the BIA America quiet a bit too much Green Party any other parties beside Labour and any conservatives nti on the me no buy na papa na woka national health insurance say the oba dey no buy papa yen hwe NDC ni MPP kra how many normal say no maka fasa national health insurance scheme no one time near 2 premium ko 4 time ko fund the national health insurance but on some the school feeding by that time by issue but 17 point something yeah the almost nothing says 7.5 every national health insurance never control I think says net contribution na there and I mean so buy also be one time premium me say NDC buy and most time me one time premium na omo social national health insurance you was so many things and papa mo so
what do you need here pa cause
so many a year a benefit antenatal said the yema many in plan for ye yidema yanye momo antenatal can pay free then so maybe do ya na tem hospital e manu kwa omukolam ne obudun so kwa ye kotesia sa tonto wa no tonto so mujugum kwa na ye jomuka ye so omutwaka gloves kwa ye jomuka ye koyi file kwa na so omutwaka abani nya na free under national health insurance scheme no and yo enye yare na cover especially most of the top of yare na ka wudun senka no kwan be ben Ghana for no and no cover this be either so because we try from pocket and I say be copy bibisa bagana I don't think say they have copy either say abani fa na say one ka say we try there's nothing that say abani trade na so be trade and I hope say sisi ya Nyakopon chade de bia meka say first president Ojimi no say bi e betimi de bone ache no second president Ojimi and betimi de bone ache no mum third fourth fifth president there need to be for bone ache because at least we will control the experiment in biology so person testing for the presence of food in green plants yeah the green plant back AC we mu need back so sumu because ye fe bibi photosynthesis said ye activity digestion oni pemu no photosynthesis no so ene kwan ya green plants omu produce on food one of the key components area and it's sunlight no ambo green leaves no so want to tree light ni bi amfa can no memu chlorophyll ne de kekeka ho na wanye nsuo na wamfa nye dwane nyi enti no the person can say kofi quarantine ne joy ne omu nyina at least omanya contrast mo hu de other parties no omaye since NDC di manifesto to MPP di manifesto to ebi kwa na manifesto no kwa no ene original no ene NDC ne people kwa omakon idea no enti ometima maintain omo idea ni bi no ometima or treaty and no be to suit Ghana no ebia so bi so obobo stadium ba kwa ometima ka stadium ko bi amusi kwa no ye de ye be ye for obeka ya MPP say obesi stadium obesi airport ewo Cape Coast and this was the airport ho and so kwatwe manso we say one the na profitable and the na viable and so ye kuntokwa ebia joy me need the one manifesto beka se nyina no ye ni kan enhwe fundamentals ye nye ekwan no we say Cape Coast for no aka se the airport na bebo de na mum no efi akra ko Cape Coast kwa no ukodu ofanko ho be ukodu kanso be bia obetime jina be 2 hours etikaye mba by kwan mu papa ne kwa me no ka say kro bia ewo Eastern region baby a connect Accra Kumasi road no omuso mu demonstration de dende e be say the car air bomb ko okromo no e be say papa ka obeye kwan from say the nima bochi no from one city to another city no ye yifa ko bi a wo emfifi near the highway da ko fa ne nchen etu ko na wo ko na so sha Accra Kumasi road a e ko fa baby ni paniti na ko nsawem na ko adojiri na ko fa ko ntesa na kurase for say omu so ebi omu nye used to sa no ma no ebi omu car no beto ekono ejo omu tu twa kwan bia ozo ye nye ziba course bia na bom enti omu so mu ye demonstration kese se aban no onye on dualize ekwan no papa onu se Ghana kwan akwai spaghetti na satalia ekwan fia we se amanga no ana se kohwedo sa kwan ye na tokreta enam so truck nam so all van so tiko nam so sedan nam so taxi nam so na council loading team and so nam so pa ke kwanya ke fa akakọ your second city here or second year at least 3 or 4 roads. Meanwhile, during the 1970s in the champion bresso, all the conversation I was one amufi kwanu nya say edwini nyina egu without the conversation. And in the panel say no say there be akufa the 1 year shekwan at least said okase Ghana for citizens there omonya citizens bi mtisi omuso demonstration say abani ni munimi ya on buy kwan ni onya double na the ofi kumase ba no on fa ne kwan the ofi aka ba no fa ne kwan enkoye single road na say enkokotwo ma na bobom rover say enipa ewu no etebia na John so ne manifesto obisa ebia na in terms of road no obefe ebia obeye ring road no enkofa main small villages and towns no ebe kofa around side villages no ne traffic home because kwan bebre da kwaye bebre da betimi cleaning na ebe fa na enkofa main sa na highway bi atie enti no many agisa at least no for the first time we say independent candidates or more manifesto or musu bit my press conference ama yatie international health insurance in the papa yen so no akakakra na no said the mekache me dey be okache was so person money woody a and the kodi national health insurance card nechi because card kwa doctor for hu kra na omubofu ombe say call cash and carry nemum no yetimi call cash and carry sa mani ye yentimi tuni national health insurance scheme say over buchi kwa you so many scams doctor for scam system no a bank rights coming na Ghana national insurance na kwaye Ghana na nkasa almost come system no trade kama service providers no more contractor or 10% abenso a omusho bia and the papa national insurance omutumi yem bia many beji pa.
Okay.
All
right, thank you very much Prince the Bombardier the bedo asibebre special osimen kanchero say
and the Bombarded woman.
You any yema fire kwan say fire why ready there yema enye omaye systematic breakdown of what we hear from the independent candidates no kakra just meet best in new enter
maybe na ka umaya na
yo akipre
oh yo say what you say is a promise I gave to listeners since what you to me say bobo ni camera dia me sure say bobo bit me address so concerns ne kakra ma enti ene bobo yenkoi na yemon komo
what the miskinya one of the intellectual big house of A24 radio. Me dana so ma kwan say metimi akasa pa was me da wase. We take us and kakra from afar na. The baby bam to see na on say may yire from enche kakra ho. Em say ni makakra bi so atwhwe me kakra wa. Em say o my assignment bi so ntima me ka ho bi so a. Nti nka me to light kakra bi onanka on say A24 radio so de badwafo asma be kan bia no. So there's a negative side to it. And you yes, so they can make it better. Into the tour, then you give it for discussion. What I say, the booby, at least lessons can be learned from it. The question was, how can you fund your future?
Funding the change that you want.
Fund the change that you want in your own philosophy. Philosophy obukum. Sa empe nema. Tu nema classicals ekusunya ho. Yana me uti me pa me say I like things around me. I want to learn from nature. Enti nema around the environment. When you learn from, you're a better person. And yes, now back krum na bruni, bruni di salad. No timida. Na udi vufona ema oda. Udi agura ubiwu. Enti se bruni salada. And also kosho udi de kontumre. Ndio so tumra osusu dia ne ma de ka kontumre ho a wutwi dia de obeda enti eduaba edua no Europe it can't even survive in our land. So funding the independent or the progress that you believe in concept in Papa Smalley. One, no illustrations and one, I'll pick it from the religious angle first. Most believers or Christians most traditionalists, if you're a Christian and you believe in the concept of life after death or a judgment day, then there's a burden on you, say, you must live a life. Say, one more breya, obeko ujem. Would you be so yes, you near? Ana sebi omo motete nkunya ho. Omo motete abosum bi ho. Omo motete date bi ho no. Na ye hu say woyɛ bɔne a date no otimi kum. Nti date no so ɛwɔ na chiwade. Nti wo abrabo bi a ɔsɔ woyɛ at the date no person so the man. What it means is say as a Christian, when you find your way to the principles of Christianity, you enhances your chance of going to heaven. As a traditionalist, if you kowtow to the rules and regulations of your deity, then you increase the provision of security for the deity for your sustainability in life. When you translate this into politics, it means adebia ujidino, you must then invest in it. Into political circles, there were different types of political system. But let me just elaborate few. In Biti say Nkrumah CPP agenda. Into Nkrumah followers say Oshe say Ebia started fighting for independence, Nkrumah was not originally in Ghana. He might have his own way of doing and fighting his cause for Ghana independence. But he got brought in by an umbrella. He saw the need that he need to speed up the process. Nkrumah Ebabeye, the people of Ghana bought into his agenda. Now, assembly Nipa na Nkrumah eba to omo Ghana na papa smally in terms of money. But history tells us Nkrumah was nowhere the size in terms of material.
But what do you need? Why? Because
when Nkrumah came to Ghana, in terms of size of material and logistics, he couldn't match those he met. But being in Ghana with time, he was able to provide a political vehicle that supersede every empire and logistical vehicle already established in the system. That means he has an agenda and a message. And that message become a vehicle, Papa, for what people bought into it. And first of all, for you to fund that thing, there have to be a message first. There have to be for religious side a God that you believe in. So onye Christo ni a obwa o kan hwe a ontie. Eni nti na osofo gina wota so ka cho say fa 1 million bra obi tu no botoma kai papa no atwe 1 million check. Obi ko komfo ho me ka cho say fa we bra kai no obo obi ko malam ho kai malam aka no de ko adentia obilibo malam no. So for them to be believed, there have to be a message. And the message is, if there have to be a political transformation, then a comfort will say to his followers, for his followers to donate. There have to be a message for a pastor that it can even influence a nation to build a cathedral. Message. And on the political circles, Nkrumah build structures that others who have been in the system already, they couldn't. Papa, history tells us, either Nkrumah was good or either Nkrumah was bad. He was able to build a political infrastructure that Ghana 20 years now, not me. Until now, so yes, sir, it means that maybe we may not have the know-how. You. And say, and possible. chese ebia yenim sa kwan no so ho enti yenko hwehwe ya kwan sa kwan ede ye no papa yefe bi intergenerational flow of wealth. Intergenerational flow of wealth talks about say meja mebo brayi me de paje pade ahwe ma na me ma besum almost hwe no ma pass to the next generation. Oko the political circle so a yefe ownership and control and so man bebo ne brayi no do manager pade show man bansa yam amana aja pade nkodi a wo nsem. Okay, when you read more about this concept now, what it teaches you is say near ubebia no udija nkrana almost they invest in it. Inti kroma say typical example. Obroni we fitani a obenya ne ba onu si fitani a owu ya na ne workshop no ne ba na to aso nti ubeko workshop bi papa workshop kitu bi o say since 1985 this workshop has been in existence. Papa na ye or the man ba anyway into training the ban to fund. See, now there's two ways. You can go up or you can go down. Let me pick up from down. Say funding idea who believe in. It means say Papa Smiley, radio. Me try be my life was molded from the perspective of being. Me modern life, me spend a greater part of the mind energy. So, may half BA, half an Ashanti. A greater part of my life was spent in BA. Until more perspective when I'm speaking from broad perspective. What I say? Papa, I didn't. And they say, what we say? System now, yeah, I build our Ghana no. So. It has to be a system that informs. It starts to be a system that empower people to get information and knowledge to decide on issues. Papa, who say Ghana for nyam kwasi afosa? Na momuno de Ghana for ni no information. Asem eto Ghana for suma. Enokra. Na momuno process na ye de faswa ema asem to Ghana for nim no e complicated enenti se yentimi enya asem be na mato ni pana so mu na papa o kan hwe mu a omuntie. Even though you may be preaching the right message, but the people will not listen. Papa Smiley papa ba Ghana na e fe na Herbert Mensah na Kotoko those days me start ejuma na ne Ghana football na media chipa VIP Umbo football. Herbert Mensah ba Ghana no ba Kotoko. But we if I adhere ketwa ne wade kesio Kotoko is only small part of Ghana. Herbert Mensah be transform Kotoko completely. That time cry no Ghana newspaper. Na omotimi Kotoko Express almost close to a graphic. Obi obeka bi waseme bo meka nchire me. There's commercialization in football. Or buy na name motun ton panfelia and we say or stop sankofo ni na. Herbert Mensah e ba na or the Pakistan gum pa e bo mo ati ya na de ko. No ba ko ma say pa this what happened. Na nkofo bi o mu di kotokwati. Na mo support kotoko pa nti o ba chama yo na ye ko bo wi a game process na kontabo na akwa problem aba. Herbert Mensah ba ko be twetwe ne nyina ato. What I say? He brought new image. Who is Herbert Mensah? Herbert Mensah is a man of personality. Herbert Mensah was a man of change. He was able to impress the institutions in the Ashanti Kingdom. He was able to impress the supporters and the followers. Enti omo no mo sabotiers no, omo kan hwe supporters no munchi. I'm not Obagana. Ashanti region was what for MPP. Herbert Mensah, so unim say on the Rollins for relationship here. Unima history will tell you say any ABC. History will tell you say Rollins in the group Herbert Mensah papa Eduma. History will tell you say Herbert Mensah never call exile. Okay? Now neba awo nkora mmiɛnsa. Okay? Now, Papa, what I say, oh, the history of Ekako. And if E.T. Mensah, anybody who know this history will bear me out. The relationship between E.T. Mensah and Herbert Mensah, because Herbert Mensah, Herbert, a political cloud. Something to the extent that it got to a time they could have even arrested him. But I said, you now,
keep in some time limit. Why?
Okay. With all the histories now, Makachi on Pasmali, the man was able to build the genes. And I'm just concluding it. For people to fund something they believe in, they have to trust. They have to have trust in what they want to fund. That's the first. There has to be that they will trust. And there has to be a history behind what to fund. MPP, I'm sorry, and on the kind and the Ghana Obo be a Diano Jumudi. And in this MPP 2016, a kind of bottom up approach, adopt consistency, people are able to donate and help them. NDC opposition, people are ready to give their money. Why? They believe in NDC. So if people can believe in NDC, they can believe in MPP. Why can they not believe in the independent candidate? Assuming Mali. So it's time to
okay. All right. If people can believe in the na Abi and Swaba said ya umumi mamo assignment na right. Enti Abi abadia yinti ono so na owia questions are ya wodema muminu no anase nkatuso bi a ye wo no yenso ya dia atoso fefe enti ema Abi akwaba na Abi nso monto akakra ema Abi o Mr. Joseph Abe. You on Tianka. And Mamma, your faculty chumberima, Emra, mse, in the change that we want. And in our career, say, your faculty chumberima, your mensa, and my a chichi, my who say, 100, 200. Sabi, I've been to 100. They support political parties now. That is just a little bit of the monies they use in funding their campaign. Robon Tuana no. Dear Bakwana mi busame hone say and is it because we do not fund the change that we want? That is why we are unable to get the change that we want now. Isan say if you are to allow some people elsewhere to fund the change that comes now, also who say womo ni ebe hwene ayde be ya satisfy womo enti ene ya na amanfo kan the lobbyist omo lobby na obi etimi ba mu no they have funded the change. Enti when they fund the change, you have to understand, say, say law of cause and effect. And if we are unable to, or we are not willing to fund the change that we want, we should also come to the understanding and say, then the very ones who funded the change, will get what they want. Can we fund the change that we so much want? I say uti offer mensa asemo a okan na although bobo or chichire mu say nyina nyina na enokre. All right, me sure said the enokre no ana wode adwuma ema ye no say ekoba say even if the western world fund their elections that alone should raise a question mark. What interest do they have to fund our elections? And to one way or the other, now funding we supposedly think we have gotten. And if they've funded the change, what is in for them to have as well? And even abem se kakra se bebre elections are what at all. And a woman they would go all length to do that for us. And nature say funding the change that we want to know and assembling in our idea be eco free buy. And yentie ye wo fe na said ye bobu esi achichiri mu amaye no de owo ekafa ho no onka ansa na mako fire chief ne bombardier eso oba go fi o ayaju.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, hello.
Good.
Yeah.
Bajo sauti bobu ninchichiri mu kakra me boa.
Me pacho mentie ni nyina na ma sorry kakra na be in your course to be.
And what ni nyina wa fane wa me say consultation kase pa.
Ma me say point be pa.
Consultation. On say
okay.
One way or the other he was speaking up from asema ya na fire can but also taking from an angle. There should be someone forge ahead a changer. There should be a message that said they will support. Na said the TBN or Chechima who say if people are still willing to part monies to the NDC and the NPP, in the end, both sides of that individual who thinks they believe in the NPP or the NDC. So no questions kakra debe ewo ho. But no per se Ochema who said there should be a message, there should be something that people will resonate with people. Kakra obeka ewo ho no.
Well, friends to say are not donating money to them. They are not. What would the Kennedy what would they funding the entire MPP machinery? And yet, the people are declaring where they could it's a deep of 20 people are funding it. Yes, fine. But people say, I'm fund there. Meaning that the big parties, people are not throwing money in there. Because Kennedy is a big talk, maybe a pick cuts 100, no, they're party to do their campaigning. Now, if it's a matter of say, many people are not even working. Can I buy any you don't so far? It's a better woman just can't I'm a MPP for campaigning. So I don't know credit and I end this. I have few business people, a woman who I'm saying 1,000 out of it, a 60 million voting population. And say any party, woman funding independent projects. I understand them. Even the big parties, people are not donating money. So that is to me is no longer a problem for me.
And say of you. Answer said Usi Kanin, right? In an event, he said, Obinsu Ebeba, say, alright, Jacob, me ma be about 5 million. J. said, ya Kennedy, as a me, money, na and yamo campaign, and ye be a mobeji, na mojisa undi chronicana. Said the relationship be na money be war after some winning elections, you know.
Oh, I mean, this is common sense. This is, I mean, I cannot lie. I cannot be an ostrich. Straight away, will be any seeker near the year. Not yet meeting Kunima. Obviously, check contract if you know, you may try to be at the amount. This is common sense. This is not even debatable. This is simple, straightforward arithmetic. 1 + 1 = 2. This cannot be significant. Now, obviously, he must get something.